man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Dan Rayfield did an article today at 8:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Boxing Scene where it says Spence Crawford has spoken directly via phone and FaceTime, want to fight. So let's talk about the article that he wrote. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and kind of just read the quotes for the most part. And he said the fighters have also said repeatedly in interviews they both want to fight each other, and they have also said indirectly to each other multiple times via phone and FaceTime. We talked and say how we gonna make the fight happen, or make this fight happen. Spence told Boxing Scene, estimating that he and Crawford have spoken on the phone or FaceTime about 4 times. This is a quote, we basically go back and forth because I'm my own guy, but I don't handle my own business. So at the end of the day, it's boxing. We both got to get paid. I want to get paid for it, right? He said, or he goes on to say, so even though Spence does not proclaim that he and Crawford are friends, they do talk about how to make the fight and what will go. He said, not all the time, Spence, but there are times we don't have that. We done that, excuse me. He said, also the two getting on the phone, we're rivals at the end of the day. Basically, we talk about fighting each other. Then Spence asked with the laugh, he'll say how he gonna kick my butt, things like that. And I say the same thing. He says he gonna F me up and stuff like that. But we both want the fight to happen. We have had discussions about the fight. He's a cool dude. The talk is like in basketball, you know how I'm gonna do you right. We just talking trash, boxing conversation, just natural boxing job conversation. Goes on to say, while the fight perhaps looms, it won't be next. Spence is from DeSoto. He's fighting Danny Garcia. Long story short, pay-per-view, 21st Fox, Microsoft Theater, Los Angeles. He said the fight will be Spence's first fight since a serious car accident. Another quote, he's not my friend, but basically like a respect, Spence said on his relationship with Crawford. Next quote, he goes on to say, then there's nothing left on the table but Crawford. Let's start off with that. That ain't a quote, but he must have told Dan something right here. Spence said he told Crawford after he gets past Garcia, impossible rematch with Sean Porter, whom he nearly outpointed to unify the belts last September. He can see the fight happening next year. Also, although Spence also wants to fight legendary title holder Manny Pacquiao, he says then there's nothing left on the table but Terrence Crawford. Crawford said, who else would it be? All right. I think it's definitely going to happen. I don't know when, but hopefully I feel like it can happen next year. The fight with Crawford, I'm definitely going to push for it. And Terrence has been pushing for it too. He said Terrence been pushing for it. Even when we talk on the phone or FaceTime with each other, we talk about it and say, man, it's definitely going to happen, but I got to get past this guy in front of me right now. But the fight is definitely going to happen. I don't want to leave the division without fighting him because I don't want that on my legacy. People saying that the fight that never happened, Crawford is the most intriguing fight. That's a legacy fight. I feel like that's the biggest money fight out there for me. So it would make sense for it to happen. All right, so he said a lot of things. One of the things that stood out that he said that he want to fight Crawford when ain't nobody left. He said, well, I want to fight Danny and then, Sean Porter and then possibly Manny Pacquiao. But what he didn't say is he got a mandatory next. That's the thing about it. He got a whole mandatory. He got to fight the winner between Lippy and Escudo, but they fight sometime on the Showtime schedule. So he got to fight, the winner of that. So if he fight in January, February, he get past Danny, he got that winner. Then you talking about Sean Porter, you're going to fight 3 or 4 times in 2022? So he want to fight Danny Garcia, then he got an IBF mandatory, then he want to fight Sean Porter. So is he going to fight 3 times in 2021? I doubt it. Al Heyman don't rock that way. So and then again, he said, I'm going to push for it next year. I'm going to do this, do that in the third. I'm not trying to hear that no more. Your word hold no weight. No, your fanboys might run on your word, but you keep contradicting yourself. He's told on himself. Crawford want pushing for the fight. We know Crawford pushing for the fight. On wax, behind the scenes, they want the fight. People who don't want the fight is Al Heyman and Errol Spence. You know, he keeps saying the same shit for 3 or 4 years now. Or 2 or 3 years. Oh, yeah, it's going to happen next year. It's going to happen next year. It's going to happen next year. Oh, I got to get. So you just said you had to get the Easy Belt versus Sean Porter first. You're going to get Manny Pacquiao. That was 2 years ago. So you're going to have to do a redo with Sean Porter, you know, which will be a mandatory for 2 of his belts. Then you got, before that, you got to fight the IBF champion. Then you got to fight, before that, you got to fight Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So you got 2 years worth of fights lined up. Danny Garcia, IBF mandatory, Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? Then you talking about 2022. That's just what it is. He got 2 years worth of fights, or a year and a half worth of fights lined up. He's not trying to fight no Terrence Crawford, bro. He not. They just trying to stretch it out long enough, hoping that Crawford get frustrated, move up, or Crawford lose, or he retired. That's what they want. This man, Al shouldn't let him do an interview unless it goes by Al ears, because he's an idiot. Then he said, I'm my own man, but I don't own my own, I don't do my own business. You just said you was a boss. You said no manager, no promoter tell you what you want to do, but you don't handle your business. What man is his own man that don't handle his business? None. What motherfucker out here is that they grown man, they own man and don't handle their business? Just listen to what this guy's saying. He just needs to shut up, focus on Danny Garcia. That's it. Simple as that. Shut up, focus on Danny, and then, you know, when you ready to fight Terrence, you ready to fight Terrence. We know y'all can talk about, we talked on the phone, we do this, that. Man, I wouldn't even waste my time talking to that dude from Terrence Crawford. Call me when you ready to fight. Well, I just want to get paid. Didn't you get paid for Danny Garcia? Ain't you getting paid for Danny Garcia? Did you get paid for Sean Porter? Didn't you get paid for Lamont Peterson? Did you get paid for Chris Algieri? You getting paid regardless. I just want to get paid. Come on, man. That fight sell itself. All they trying to do is build that fight up and marinate it like Pacquiao and Floyd. That's it. I just want to get paid for the fight and this, that, and the third. And this. I mean, you getting paid for Danny Garcia. You got paid for Sean Porter. When you talk about fighting Keith Thurman, you don't talk about I got to get paid. You getting paid regardless, nigga. Like, if it go on pay-per-view, it's up to you and Terrence Crawford to get the maximum pay-per-view out of it. And sell it. And go back and forth. Man, the people going to buy the fight. It's as big as it's going to get right now. You don't have you can fight Manny Pacquiao. It's not going to help you. But one thing also he did say is that Terrence Crawford is the most lucrative fight out there for him right now. So if it is the most lucrative fight out there right now, why not make the fucking fight happen? It's for legacy and it's bring money to the table. So once again, the big fraud, Errol Spence, just exposed himself. He continues to expose himself. Not only did he say this is the most lucrative fight over here, other than Pacquiao, outside, even including Pacquiao, he goes on to say, it's for legacy. So if you got money and legacy in one fight, when you get done fighting your mandatory, the IBF mandatory, why not go get money and legacy? Why not? You know why? Because it's not easy. It's not a fight that Al Heyman can control. Al Heyman can't stop him from going to sleep. Al Heyman can't buy the judges over Bob Arum. You see what happened to Deontay Wilder. They got whole finessed. But think about it, Errol Spence going there and fight a good fight with Crawford and win or lose. The next fight gonna be just as big. Look at Wilder and Fury. They first fight, their guarantees wasn't big as their second guarantee. They got paid. They got $30 million guaranteed the second fight. So win, lose, and draw, you can make more money than you're going to make in the rest of your career if you fight this man 2 or 3 times. And you look at it, you go to 54, who there are you going to get legacy from? Nobody. Jermell Charlo is fighting a unification bout, and don't nobody outside of boxing world care about it. Come on, you go to 160, Canelo going to be gone, Triple G going to be gone, so who you going to beat? The next 2 weight classes, they dead, dog. Only big fights you probably have is Erickson Lubin, and it ain't worth the risk for you. You can fight Crawford 2 or 3 times, man, to get that bag. He admitted everything I've been saying. He don't want to fight. I'm my own man, but I don't handle my own business. Like, you just said you a boss. I'm my own promoter. I'm my own boss, but you don't handle your business. You don't even know shit about the business. He can be getting fucked out his money and don't know. That's what be killing me. I'm my own boss, man. I'm my own man. Can't nobody tell Errol Spence what to do. I'm my own man. Like, get out of here, bro. Just exposed himself in a whole article, and he could just kept that to himself and shut up and talked about Danny Garcia. We know you don't want to fight with Terrence Crawford. You admitted it. You admitted it. It's the most money. It's a legacy fight. Why we pussyfooting around then? Like I said before, he gonna fight Sean Paul. He'll fight this guy, that guy, Then he's doing it's the same shit it was 2 years ago. He's still chasing Manny Pacquiao 2 years from now, right? When he got on there with y'all boy, yeah man, the real boogeyman from is down here in Dallas, Texas, man. Like, get out of here, man. The real boogeyman is in Dallas, Texas, man. Like, get out of here, man. This nigga told this dumbass nigga that I'm a hoe. I don't want to fight Crawford. I want to take the easy fight. Then he tried to do his pastor pimp tricks that 78 taught him. Yeah, man, the real boogeyman right here in Texas, man. Get the fuck out of here. He's saying the same shit in this one. I'm a hoe, I'm proud. I'm a hoe, I'm proud, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. That's what he's saying, bro. That's what he's saying. This whole article is just, it's validation. I don't need no validation, but it's validation that he a duck. Just go ahead and say, I don't want to fight the man. 2 years, and he said 2 years ago, he's saying the same shit now. When he said that shit, when he said, I'm taking the easy route, same thing. You still about to fight Sean Porter again. That same thing. You still chasing Manny Pacquiao, right? You still talk about it's going to happen the next year. You've been saying that for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's the most lucrative fight. I've been said that. Oh, it's my only legacy fight. You beat Pacquiao, I don't make you a Hall of Famer, nigga. Every Pacquiao been fucked every way possible. Doggy style, missionary, all the kind. He been knocked out to the body, knocked out to the head, outboxed, stumped out, outboxed. You know what I'm saying? He got outboxed by Murray. What can you do to Pacquiao that ain't already been done? Nothing. You're not getting credit for that fight. You can get the belt. But if Al wants you to have the belt, the fight will be made. Why Manny Pacquiao getting the fight? That's all I'm saying, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I'm not going to cook long on this. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App is CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We gone.